So all of you can mute yourself. Yeah, Hare Krishna. And I will share my screen. We'll proceed for today 3.18
I told, right, this
and
was
3.1 and
Two lines in the added.
okay, kindly mute yourself if there is a background noise. Okay, so 3.18 will go first. Reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita 3.18. Kindly repeat after me. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai. नैव तस्य कृतेनार्थो
नैव
तस्य
कृतेनार्थो
नैव तस्य कृतेनार्थो न कृतेनेह कश्चन
न
कृतेनेह कश्चन न चास्य सर्वभूतेषु न चास्य सर्वभूतेषु कश्चिदर्थव्यपाश्रयः कश्चिदर्थव्यपाश्रयः Thank you. Na means never, eva, certainly, tasya, his, kritena, by discharge of duty, arthaha, purpose, na, nor, akritena, without discharge of duty, iha, in this world, kaschana, whatever, na, never, cha, and, asya, of him, sarva bhuteshu, among all living beings, kaschit, any, artha, purpose, vipashrayah, taking shelter of. Translation: a self-realized man, maybe all of you can repeat, a self-realized man
A self-realized man
has no purpose to fulfill
has no purpose to fulfill
in the discharge of his prescribed duties,
in the discharge of his prescribed duties,
nor has he any reason
nor has he any reason
not to perform such work,
not to perform such work,
nor has he any need
nor has he any need
to depend on any other living being.
to depend on any other living being.
Okay, this book itself is very nice. Okay, but I thought the purport is small, thinking of clubbing. Anyways, we'll do that. Purport, one devotee can read. Anyone can.
Can I, Prabhuji? Hare Krishna.
Yes, Girija Mataji maybe this one, then Karishma Mataji next. We'll proceed, yeah.
Yes. Purport: a self-realized man is no longer obliged to perform any prescribed duties, save and export activities in Krishna consciousness.
Except activities.
Sorry, Prabhu. Except except activities in Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness is not inactive either, as he will be explained in the following verses. A Krishna conscious man does not take shelter of any person, man, or demigod. Whatever he does in Krishna consciousness is sufficient in the discharge of his obligation.
Thank you. Very nice. Very, very important shloka. Then text 19 will go. We'll cover together. Repeat after me. Tasmadasaktaha satatam. Tasmadasaktaha satatam. Karyam karma samachara. Karyam karma samachara. Asakto hi acharan karma. Asakto hi acharan karma. परम आपनोति पुरुषः
Param
Param
परम
apnoti
पुरुषः
purusha.
परम आपनोति पुरुषः
Param
Param
परम
apnoti
आपनोति
purusha.
पुरुषः
what word meaning tasmat means therefore asaktah without attachment satatam constantly karyam as duty karma work samachara perform asaktah unattached two times word has used he certainly acharan performing karma work param the supreme apnoti achieves purushaha a man. The translation, can you repeat after me? Therefore, without being attached to the fruits of activities,
Therefore,
therefore
without
without
attaching to
being
the
attached to
fruits
the
of
fruits of
activities,
activities
one should act as a matter of duty.
one
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 should
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 act
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 as
as
a
a
as a
matter of duty.
matter of duty
For by working without attachment,
For
For
by
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 working
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 without
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 attachment,
attachment,
attachment
one attains the supreme.
one
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 attains
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 the
the
supreme.
supreme.
Purport by His Divine Grace as will appear in the Swami Shri Prabhupada ki Jai. Yeah, Krishna Mataji, first para, please.
The Supreme is the personality of Godhead for the devotees and liberation for the impersonalist. A person, therefore, acting for Krishna or in Krishna consciousness under proper guidance and without attachment to the result of the work is certainly making progress towards the supreme goal of life. Arjuna is told that he should fight in the battle of Kurukshetra for the interest of Krishna because Krishna wanted him to fight. To be a good man or a non-violent man is a personal attachment, but to act on behalf of Supreme is to act without attachment for the result. That is perfect action of the highest degree, recommended by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Shri Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Next, who wants to read? Next.
Can
Yeah,
read.
Surendra. Yeah, Mataji.
No, Surendra Prabhu can read.
Who is reading?
Can I read, Prabhu?
Yeah, one of you.
Yeah. So Vedic rituals like prescribed sacrifices are performed for purification of impious activities that were performed in the field of sense gratification. But but action in Krishna consciousness is transcendental to the reactions of good or evil work. A Krishna consciousness person has no attachment for the result, but acts on behalf of Krishna alone. He engages in all kinds of activity, but is completely non-attached.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
The Prabhupada ki Jai. So I request to all of you to go through these two slokas, 18 and 19, and share your point in the chat box. There are, if you go deep, you can find some meaningful things also. So you can type out, then we'll discuss quickly in 5 minutes. Yeah. So very beautiful sloka we have today, 3.18 and 3.19. Now, we have heard this before, but maybe we'll little deep dive. पहले तो सुना भी है लेकिन थोड़ा सा अच्छे से समझेंगे. First line, a self-realized man has no purpose to fulfill. First of all, you see, a self-realized word is used. Self-realized means who have realized himself or herself. Realized means what? What can be said on that?
Can we call it a pure devotee?
identifying with the soul, Prabhu.
A
Identifying
person
with the
who
soul.
has a person who
Mhm.
has crossed the three modes of nature and reached the level of pure bhakti.
Okay, good, nice. So, in spiritual sense, that can be many meanings to self. What is the meaning of self-realization? However, our acharyas in our sampradaya, in these four sampradayas, they teach that self-realized person means, okay, first thing is that okay, he doesn't identify self as body. He identifies self as soul. Yes, but that is not enough. Other people can only focus on this and proceed. Next thing, he feels that he is part and parcel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. And third thing is, he his only duty is to serve and please the Lord. That I think one of you said. So these three things together is only the self-realization, or we can say for the fourth one also that he is actually servant of the servant of the servant of the Lord. This combination is a real identity. First is that he is uh, not this body; he is actually soul. Second, he is part and parcel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. Third, his only duty is to serve the Lord and no one else. Fourth is he is the servant of the servant of the servant of the Lord. These four things together, they are not like mutually exclusive. Ki we have attained one and not the other three or two out of them. Not like that. Overall combination makes that person a self-realized. Else they are partially self-realized, not 100% self-realized. Now that kind of a person is automatically a pure devotee. That as you all of you said, pure devotee. Pure why? The pure word is used in front of a devotee because of this word. No purpose. He has no other purpose. There is the meaning of word no purpose means okay, there is no purpose at all. But when we discuss, like always we say, na, that cannot be a possibility that there is no desire. There cannot be a possibility that there is no expectation. There is not a possibility that there will be
Right.
no purpose. Yeah, everything has to be purified. Purified desires, purified actions, purified expectations, purified purpose. So self-realized man has no purpose to fulfill. But here, no purpose is not incorrect. Krishna is saying how he can be incorrect. Because he is mentioning that in the discharge of his prescribed duties, he doesn't have any purpose. Prescribed duties are all material duties. Okay. So material duties, definitely he has no purpose. But spiritual duties, he has a purified purpose. So this should be clear. Purified purpose for spiritual duties, no purpose for prescribed duties. Prescribed duties यानी जो प्रेस्क्राइब किया गया है. It is not like he is doing on his own. वेदों में शास्त्रों मीन्स that in material duties के बारे में बहुत कुछ बताया गया है. And about them he has no purpose, nor has he any reason to not to perform such work. This is very much tricky part where people, all of us have to little bit focus. Nor has he any need to depend on any other living being. So in this line, this sloka and the next sloka is connected, that he has no reason to not to perform also some work. No reason to perform any work, no reason to not perform. In the first line, okay, we were clear because we have been hearing in our classes and all that, okay, yes, we have to discharge our prescribed duty, okay, no need to fulfill any purpose. But what is the meaning of doesn't have any reason to not perform? Means actually Arjuna was saying that he will go to, he will not fight and he will go to forest. अर्जुन कह रहे थे ना कि वो युद्ध नहीं करेंगे और वो चले जाएंगे छोड़ के कुरुक्षेत्र. He will leave Kurukshetra. And where he will go? Forest. Forest. जंगल में चले जाएंगे. He will become a sannyasi. He will become a beggar. He will leave his family. He will leave his army, his kingdom, his position, everything. He will leave and he will go. So he was saying about what? No purpose in my duties. He doesn't have any purpose in his duties. That is the meaning. He didn't find any purpose of fighting, for fighting. There is no purpose. Why should I fight? There is loss and loss and loss for me. I will better leave all this. There is no purpose for me. My duty is Kshatriya, but I will not do this. I should fight, but I don't want to do this. I don't find any purpose in this prescribed duty for me as a Kshatriya. My prescribed duty that I am a Kshatriya, I should fight, but I don't find any purpose. and he is saying that he will go to forest. I'm linking both the slokas and together I'm saying, okay. Now Krishna is not saying that. Krishna is saying that, okay, the moment a person is saying that I do not have any purpose in material life and I am ready to go to forest to do some meditation or spiritual life practices, then for them, what there is no harm also if they stay back and do any duty which I am saying. If you are ready to go to forest, that means you have lost purpose in material life. Then what is the issue for you if you stay back and do what I am saying to do? Anyway, for you, doing and not doing is same. Because you don't want to do, because you don't have any purpose. So doing and not doing for you is same now. Let's say someone has a benefit to get, then for them doing is important. But for you, doing is not important because you have decided to go to forest and leave everything. Then at least you do what I'm saying, na? And do not get attached to the result because anyway you don't find any purpose in all this activity. So do what I'm saying. I don't know if all of you got what I'm trying to say. For a person who has decided to go to forest and leave everything for the sake of because he doesn't find any purpose in metal activities, Krishna is saying that if you stay back in city life and do what I'm saying also, there should not be any hindrance to you. Even there also you should not find any purpose. Okay. But you do it because I'm saying it. There is no difference for you. There should not be any difference for you. If you find a difference, then maybe your purpose, no purpose of going for becoming a sannyasi or a renunciate is not correct. Okay. Was it confusing or it is understandable?
No,
Yes.
so little confusing that.
किन लोगों को समझ में आया कुछ कुछ लोगों को या okay that
Little
means
bit, Prabhu.
little bit okay yes
Yeah, we understood.
maybe I will tell you one thing like let's say you are a small kid, okay, and you don't know. There are two options given to you. You don't know what is the meaning of any of the option. You are saying that I will do some third option, because I don't understand. So Krishna is saying that if you don't understand and you are not interested, you don't have any purpose in either A, B, C, or whatever it is, then do what I am saying. Anyway, you don't find any purpose in any of this. So at least do what I'm saying, you will get the real benefit. For you, doing A, doing B, doing C, or not doing A, not doing B, not doing C should be same. Because you have already decided that I'm going out. So करो ना करो कुछ
And,
फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता.
and not bothered about result also.
Exactly. I'm not bothered about results also. I'm not bothered about how it is done, what is this, nothing.
It's better you do it and go.
Better you do what I'm saying.
It's
He
correct.
didn't say that better you do just fight. No. He said do what
I
I'm
know.
saying to do.
Okay. That way.
That is the meaning. Okay. तो करो ना करो कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता क्योंकि आपने डिसाइड कर लिया कि मैं नहीं करूंगा तो कर लो. मैं बता रहा हूँ कर लो वैसा जैसे मैं बता रहा हूँ. Okay, maybe little more clarity than before. Devanand Prabhu.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Prabhu.
Understood,
Okay,
Prabhu.
maybe yeah.
And
Now maybe we'll get better understand when we go through the meaning little bit of two slokas. So nor has he any reason not to perform such work. Krishna is saying this to Arjuna. Okay, because he doesn't have any purpose to fulfill, and so that is the activity of a Krishna conscious person. वो करे ना करे कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता. Just understand this from first sloka, okay? And he doesn't have any dependency on any other living being. You see here, Krishna is saying only any other living being. You might be thinking parents or maybe friends, children or wife, husband, whatever living beings means we consider that animals and all. Prabhupada has more clarified that man or demigod because he knows that the people are stuck here. Man, everyone understands from this word living being. They don't consider devatas to be living beings. They consider devatas to be higher living beings, which is true. Which is true. Definitely true. But Prabhupada has highlighted ki, bhai, you don't have to depend on devatas also. Who? A self-realized person. That means the three qualities of four qualities again we discussed in the beginning. He doesn't have to depend on any living being. Means Jiva Tattva. Living being means in Sanskrit, Jiva Tattva. Anyone who is a Jiva Tattva. Everyone in till Lord Brahma is Jiva Tattva. Lord Brahma is the highest living being in the entire material world. He is the highest Jiva Tattva with the highest qualities that the Jiva can achieve. No Jiva, no living entity, animal ho, plant ho, bird ho, tree ho, whatever it is. They cannot have more qualities than Brahma. He is the highest. Even Devatas, all Devatas come under Brahma. That is why whenever they face an issue, they first go to Brahmaji. Because he is their original father in this material world. So the highest Jiva Tattva. So until Lord Brahma, Krishna is discarding that there is no need of any dependency on them. Don't depend on them. Who? Self-realized person only. The terms and conditions are already applied in the beginning. Star, 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 star. Other people, please depend on all living entities. Do your work with a purpose for others. The opposite of what is written in the sloka. Only for devotees, these lines are applicable. Or only for people who want to become devotees, I meant to say, or want to become self-realized, or want to understand that, yes, I am not this body, I am the soul. I am a part and parcel of Krishna. I want to become the servant of the servant of the servant of the Lord, and I want to only please my Lord Krishna. Only for them, these two rules are applicable. Else, please be dependent on everyone. How currently the world is progressing. Okay, this is clear, right? Now we'll little bit go ahead. So for them only, there is no longer any obligation. Because हमेशा आप लोग, many people now they come to ISKCON, they hear all this, they feel very happy. See, I don't have any obligations. I don't have to fulfill anything else. But actually, it is not for you. It is for a self-realized person who is 100% Krishna consciousness. For them, it is not required. For us, we are still trying to be, so we have still will have some obligations to follow. Okay? Who has decided to become a Krishna conscious person, they can still, from a practical standpoint, take a call. But and people sometimes what they do, they are not still Krishna conscious, but they think that I don't have any obligations. That is wrong. And they say that, okay, we are taught that there is no obligations. It's not like that. Um, it is only for them who are transcendental. Like how Krishna is said to be not having any duty to do because he's transcendental. So when someone becomes self-realized, they also become transcendental. So why it's so any duty will be there for them? Any material duty basically. Spiritual duties, yes. Purified duties, yes. Okay. And Krishna is mentioning, Prabhupada is mentioning, Krishna consciousness is also not inactivity. It is not inactivity. It is not activity, is not inactivity. It is like, activity under the guidance of Krishna. Activity and inactivity are still decision made by us. That will come in the next verse. And we'll discuss that. And whatever he does in Krishna consciousness is sufficient. 100% sufficient. Nothing else is required. Even if nobody agrees to that, even if nobody gives a certificate that you are doing the right thing, doesn't matter. Your guru is giving a certificate, Prabhupada is giving a certificate, Acharyas in till Narada Muni, they are giving certificate. That's it. Krishna is giving you certificate. Huh? But we should not assume that we are receiving all the certificate. It should be actually given. Then only, else it will lead to false, uh, again, aparad and all. Now here, very important part. Without being attached to the fruits, one should act as a matter of duty. Just as a, हम लोग कहते हैं ना कि कर्म ही भगवान है, कर्म ही भगवान है. यहाँ पे लिखा है कि just matter of duty. Means, namesake. Namesake. The right word you should be used here is namesake. हम कहते हैं कि we have children, we have parents, we have many responsibilities. Krishna is not saying that don't do this. He didn't say to Arjuna, you give a divorce, you come out of that family life. No, just do for namesake. Don't go inside that कि यही सब कुछ है. We are facing, when anyone is facing any problem in life, because we are not doing for namesake. We are doing actually for our sake, or family sake, or society sake. When it will just become namesake. Namesake means, no, what is the real meaning of namesake? Externally you show, internally it is not. That is the real meaning of namesake. You are a so great actor that externally everyone is believing that you are into this. But internally, you are actually not into that, and Krishna is pleased. That is the meaning of namesake. So that till the time we don't come to namesake, Krishna's sake, we are our like own sake and family sake, then yeah. So the results will be accordingly. And I will give you some more thing. There are two things here used. Action is Krishna consciousness is transcendental to reactions of good or evil. Sorry, here I wanted to say to be good man or a non-violent man is a personal attachment. Sorry, this one. You see, very beautiful line. Nobody told about this point actually when you wrote कि आप अच्छे इंसान बनो या बुरे इंसान बनो. That is again a personal attachment and personal choice. देखो, this is the meaning of what I was trying to prove in the previous one. कि आप करो, आप ना करो, कुछ फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता. और अगर if you are doing bad or doing good, you want to become a good man, you want to become a bad person, all these are attachment. Because when you do this, you are still acting on behalf of yourself, for yourself. Because you want to be good person. You want to be the bad person. You want to hurt. You want to be please, give please, whatever. We have to shift that to act on behalf of Supreme. Acting on behalf, you know how it is. Like when some award ceremony happens and the person who is called, he is not present to receive the award. Another person goes. If you are that person who is going on behalf of someone, what is the feeling in your mind? Do you pose for a photo? Do you say thank you, thank you, thank you? Do you start speaking that I'm really thankful to everyone that I received this award? No, we don't do that. We just want to
Proxy.
exit easily. Yeah, exit easily. And even if it is asked, also we say, so this award goes to this person, and I'm just taking on behalf of him or her, and I'm very much thankful to all his efforts that he has put for which he has received this award, kind of. And he has given this message that I am bedridden or something, I am receiving award. He is thankful to the entire community who is giving this award, something like that, they say. That is the real meaning of on behalf. So on behalf, we have to understand, like it is not in our account. We don't have a account opened in any bank. It is someone else's account, which is Krishna's account. That is like on behalf. Um, so how we do, on behalf, when we take a award, we make a move which is not much visible to the outside. We want to immediately go to the stage and bring in and take it back. Very easy exit we want to make. Same thing, very low profile, very low profile. because someone else is that person who is to be credited. That is Krishna. That is the meaning of on behalf. So we have to act. So Krishna is saying to Arjuna, because you are planning to go away, if you do or don't do doesn't matter. On my behalf, you fight. Just for namesake. Namesake, you stand here. You just stand here. You fight. Even if you fight, you kill, or even if you fight and get killed, even if you don't fight and get killed, even if you don't fight and kill everyone, any permutation, any combination, any possibility doesn't matter to you because you have decided to go to forest. You just be here, I'm saying. That is my sake. If you stand here and fight for yourself, you might lose or you might win. You might become a good person, you might become a bad person. That is your personal attachment. Leave all that. Leave that result. Just stand on behalf of me. Don't worry if you are getting killed or killing anyone. Don't worry that if someone is getting killed or not killed. Just be here. That is what Krishna is expecting from us on behalf. And do everything just a matter of namesake. Fighting or running family or whatever. Namesake. Don't go so much deep into that. Kya hoga, kya hoga, kya hoga. Arjuna was into like, what will happen if everyone will become a widow and there will be no Varna Sankara will come out. I cannot enjoy without my cousins. Don't think of all this. I will get so many sins. But till then, we are also in our life do all this. That means we are going into that. We are not thinking about namesake. And that is the real meaning of surrendering the results to Krishna. And a Krishna conscious person has no attachment for the result but acts on behalf of Krishna alone, non-attached to. He does all activities. He engages in all kind of activity because Krishna consciousness is not in activity or in action. He engages in all kind of activities but is completely not attached. ये ना बहुत ही डिफिकल्ट है लोगों को ये समझने के लिए that he is there in all activities but it's not attached. That is what we discussed. कि externally everyone will believe that you are a great actor. Internally, you are not attached to that. The example in Shastra is given like a drop on a lotus flower.
Mhm.
Drop on lotus flower.
Floats.
The drop of water doesn't enter the flower. The flower does not absorb that. And still, when the uh, petal or the something will be just sliding down, the a little down,
Go down.
the water will fall down. Being there and not being there. Okay, namesake. That should be. But we are like ulta. Our bhakti is namesake and everything else is our sake. So we have to transform this. We have to purify this. That is why we give reasons also like that. So a transcendental person, when they hear all these reasons, they feel ki they need time. Everyone needs time. And one last thing, a very important point. One second. That point was which sloka? Give me 2 minutes. The last point, I think here. Sometimes people approach spiritual life because of their frustration in material life. They are very much frustrated. They don't like material life. Though they want spiritual life. Why I'm saying this? Arjuna was trying to do that. He is frustrated not to fight all reasons and all. He wanted to accept renunciation because he is frustrated in material life. Because of a frustration. Spiritual life is not meant for people who are frustrated. There should be a positive attraction to spiritual life. Krishna is trying to highlight that also. Ki Arjuna, don't go there. If you go there, people will think that anyone who wants to run away from their responsibilities, obligations, they take up spiritual life because they're frustrated. No. We should naturally be attracted to spiritual life. That would mean sustained commitment. Else, what will happen if we are materially frustrated and entering spiritual life? Maya will test us and test repeatedly, and then we will fail because we are actually not interested in spiritual life. Many people come now in temple, they will say, Prabhu, I want to not get married. I want to join ISKCON. How to enroll? How to become a final member and all. You have been into ISKCON say 3-4 years. Nobody asks to become a life member. They will ask, I want to become a life member. How I want to continue? I want to drink it in my life. They are frustrated in their material life. So they are approaching spirituality in that manner. That they will never be successful. So that means they cannot renounce the material life also, and they cannot focus on spiritual life also. They have so much of attachment to material life, we should understand. They didn't get the results what they wanted. So they are so much attached to the results. On the moment they are attached to the results, they have not given up material life actually. So they are just speaking about that. So that should not happen. So Arjuna had not given his family life, but just namesake he was saying, I will go, I will leave everything and all. So that kind of people who say like this, Krishna is rejecting them, that they are not interested in spiritual life. They have to understand that we should have an attraction for spiritual life. They have not given up the attraction for material life. How they will have attraction for spiritual life?
Hare Krishna,
Okay.
Prabhuji.
Yeah, I stop here. Yeah,
Yeah.
anything.
Just I want to have a clarification. Frustration in material life. You mean to say it is only a temporary frustration? Because then
No.
if he is
See,
permanent
okay,
frustration, why
understand.
he
No,
will not be
understand.
able to renounce?
Frustration in material life is not like outcome of frustration in material life is not that we should accept spirituality because we are frustrated in material life. I am not saying that we will not receive frustration in material life. We will receive frustration in material life. But if we are telling that we want to accept spiritual life, we should have an attraction for spiritual life, I mean to say. That will mean that we can continue our spiritual life with commitment for longer years. Else, if we have just because of frustration, we have come, like some people say, I didn't get a girlfriend or I didn't get a job or I am going through tough times. So I will take up spiritual life, I will renounce everything. That kind of thing is rejected. That will not
Okay.
help in the long run. Yeah.
Yeah, that is because it's a temporary phase. Once you
It's
get
a
something
temporary.
else, you will go back.
Yeah. Because you are still have attached to the results. The
Yes, yes.
results you didn't receive in material life.
Okay.
So
Okay.
there is a
Otherwise,
purpose. You are, yeah.
otherwise, a person who is totally frustrated in the material life.
Ah, totally frustrated
Then,
means then
yeah,
they get the knowledge, have the
yeah.
understanding what is spiritual life, they have come to the
Mm,
terms of that self-realization
mm.
activities, then they are coming. That is different story.
Okay. Thank you,
Now they're
Prabhu.
attracted. Now they're attracted.
Yeah, that
So
is true.
they are not frustrated in material life. They don't have any interest anymore in, and
Yes.
really they don't have an
Yeah.
interest.
So it will be easy for them to renounce
Yeah.
material life also in that
Mm.
case.
But still they are doing material life because in namesake, matter of
Yeah.
duty.
They have to live, so they are living like that. Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you for clarification.
Okay. I think to work according to Krishna without own interest or expectation of result, only follow Krishna's instructions. Yeah. Spiritual life should not be run away from material life, rather it should come as a natural interest and relation to spiritual life. And also, if we maintain our material life thinking about the goals and purpose you have in life, it is not purified. It is still impure goals, impure desires. Then yes, there is a lot of work to do to make that purified. That is our activity right now. So right now we have results, expectations. It's not like we should not have expectations. We should have expectations from our material activities. Else we cannot make a goal. But we should not be obsessed about meeting those expectations. If they are not met also, it is okay for us. Because that is not our concern. If it is happening, it's okay. If it is not happening, okay, fine. But spiritually, when something is not happening, we should be worried. So that expectations we should have, those kind of desires we should have. Why I'm failing spiritually? Why I'm not able to grow? Why I'm hearing all this but still not able to take Krishna's instructions wholeheartedly? Or maybe how can I make myself better than yesterday, kind of thing? Because it is a gradual shift. It is not a direct shift, right? Very jump shift. Okay, yeah, I have some raised hands. Any question or sharing? I'll
Yeah.
stop
Hare
recording.
Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.